Hey you, I'm Sarah Turner. I am a copywriter and copywriting mentor, and let's go over 3 practices that are going to help make you a better copywriter. And this is one of my favorite things about being a copywriter is you are never done learning. You're always a forever student and you can always improve upon your craft. So, let's dig in. The first one, I bet you've heard it before. It's hand copying other pieces of successful copy. Now, when I first heard this, and I was hearing it a lot when I was first beginning, my journey into copywriting, I rolled my eyes at it a bunch, quite honestly. I was like, oh, come on, again, another person recommending that I hand copy ads, especially those old school ads that are super cringy right now. But the thing is it is probably being recommended so heavily for a reason. Hand copying successful ads gives you a chance to really study them. It forces you to slow down because you can't write very fast. And as you're slowing down and really taking in the words, you notice a lot more things like the tone and the cadence and the word choice and repetition. And things that evoke emotions and the storytelling. There's so much you can pull from studying a piece of copy. So I really want to encourage you, if you were like me and you rolled your eyes at that advice, go back and try it. It's super important and it will help you be a better copywriter much more quickly than if you just read books about copywriting. So you can check out swipe.co. That's a really wonderful resource for finding all sorts of effective pieces of copy for you to hand copy. Another thing that I really like about hand copying is it kind of puts you in the place as of the buyer or the audience. You are really reading it and listening to it from the point of view of the person that you as a copywriter are tending to be writing to, right? You are actually in the opposite seat. You're in the seat that is listening and receiving the copy when you're hand copying. And that will help you realize things like how you prefer to be talked to or addressed, objections that you have, and just what works and what doesn't. So again, it's one of those exercises that's commonly recommended for a reason. The next one is to study your niche's copy. And there's a lot of different ways you can do this. You can sign up for email lists and, read those emails, all the marketing emails. You can check out the ads library on Facebook and Instagram ads that you get in your feed. That's just in the top right-hand corner. There's 3 buttons. You can view every single person who sends you an ad or you see an ad on your feed. You can view their entire ads library. So you can check out what other ads that they have created. And you can pull a lot of great information from both of these strategies, from both email and from Facebook and Instagram ads, because one, you can start collecting them and adding them to your swipe file, which is highly recommended for everyone. Having a swipe file is a great way to kind of keep track of things that really inspired you or you thought, wow, that was super clever, so that you can come back to it when you're having a point of lower inspiration. But it's really important to see what your competition is doing, but keep in mind, it doesn't mean that they're doing something well, right? Sometimes you'll know right away this copy is excellent, they're doing a great job. Sometimes in certain niches, you'll start to look around and you won't see a lot of examples of really great copy. And that is not something that you need to get discouraged about. It's just something that you need to notice and take advantage of when you're reaching out to potential clients. One in particular are doctors, therapists. They are really not great at marketing. Lawyers would be another one. Not all, but some. And if you start to look around for copy specific to your niche and you're kind of coming up empty-handed, start looking for products, because usually people in your niche that are selling products rather than services are going to be much more motivated to have effective marketing. The other thing I want to say about, doctors or other people that have services is one of the reasons that they don't necessarily have great marketing or great examples for you to pull from is because a lot of them find their clients through insurance companies. And that is slowly shifting. A lot of doctors are trying to, move out of the insurance model. And so these things are all things to keep in mind when you're looking for your particular niche's copy or marketing example. examples, right? So keep track of what you see is being done well in your niche, but also notice what isn't being done well. You can even skip to the 10th page of Google when you're putting in a particular term for something in your industry, right? You can go to the end and see like, what is it that these people are doing that they're not doing a great job in showing up towards the top of Google. And you can pull so much information and ideas just by looking at what's going well, what's being done well, and also who is really struggling and not doing a great job. So keep that swipe file. Mine is as simple as a Google Drive document that I just copy and paste things to. And when it comes to Instagram and Facebook ads, you can actually save individual ads on the platform itself. So go ahead and start collecting information and ads and marketing examples in your niche. Finally, one of my favorite things to recommend that newbies do, and I have done myself, is to rewrite copy yourself. And the reason that that is so helpful is because you're not starting with a completely blank slate. I have seen so many newbie copywriters freeze when they have to write their first piece of copy with just a topic alone. Instead, when you're starting out and you're trying to develop your skills, find a piece of copy, and it doesn't have to be in your niche, but that's a little bit better, and see if you can pull out different areas that you notice, tone, where emotion is being evoked, where they're touching on benefits versus features, or, when they're, talking about the transformation you're going to receive, how maybe they're positioning the audience to be the hero of the story. All of these things, you can kind of take a few notes, but then try and rewrite it yourself to make it better. And you can always point out the weaknesses in the original piece and try and improve upon that. And that is one of the most helpful ways that you can improve your skill set much more quickly, because it takes a little bit of all the elements that are helpful about the different types of exercises, such as hand copying the copy, becoming more aware of what's going on and how people are using certain things. And then you get to actually put it into practice and develop your own skills by rewriting it and trying to make it better. Also, I really want to encourage you to find an accountability buddy who's also a copywriter, maybe somebody who's on the same level as you, but give yourself a chance to get some feedback from somebody else who's studying copywriting. Not your brother, not your sister, not your partner, because quite honestly, unless they study copywriting, they'll probably not be giving you great advice on your writing. So find that partner, rewrite some old ads or some new ones, and try and make them better, and see if the person that you have paired up with thinks that you did make it better. So I hope that helps. Keep on practicing. Remember, you're forever a student, and that's what makes copywriting fun. Thanks, guys. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you like this, and don't forget to subscribe.